Warning, this is a pest control video, and it will show pests being controlled with air rifles. If this is likely to offend you, then please stop watching now. For the rest of you who like these type of videos, let's get on with the action. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of P.P.P.C Pest Control. My cousin David has invited me to one of his permissions where they're having lots of trouble with the squirrels, so I met him there and he showed me round. We both agreed on a spot where the squirrels were using a long stretch of trees like a dual carriageway. We set out 2 feeders at 15 yards and started to cut branches from old trees that had already fallen down. We used a few of the branches for the feeders and the rest to help us build the hide. We made the hide big enough for the both of us to shoot from and to fit all the kit that was going to be needed. Not only that, the sheriff does like a bit of comfort. We left the camera above the feeder for a few days so we could see how many squirrels were coming back and forth, and it would give us a good idea on the times. The kit that David's going to be using today is the ARAMS S410 in 22 caliber and the ATN 4K Pro with a 1000 ABL, and for some extra stopping power, he's going to be trying the JSB HADES. The kit that I'm going to be using is the FX Impact Smooth Twist X in 177 caliber and the Pad 008 LRF, and my pellet choice is also going to be the JSB HADES. I think it's fair to say I found the right person to take the role as a deputy. This is a video that he sent me a few days before the shoot.
Hey Sheriff, the deputy's ready for squirrel shooting, buddy.
I'm sorry about the first shot. I only managed to get a few seconds of footage before David decided to put one in the squirrel Swede. As you've seen from the video with his pump action shotgun, he is very keen. We didn't have to wait too long before another one came in to feed. I placed my rifle onto the trigger sticks and got myself into position. Using some nice trigger control, I sent the JSB HADES to his final destination. The squirrel action doesn't seem to be slowing down. As soon as we shoot one, a few minutes later another one comes in to feed. David shows a good bit of discipline here. He could have taken a shot at the one on the tree branch, but instead he decided to wait it out. It wasn't too long before the one on the feeder turned to the side presenting a perfect headshot, and David wasted no time adding this one to the bag. After a drink and a quick bite to eat, I noticed that another one had made his way up onto the feeder. I slowly loaded the gun and started adjusting the trigger sticks. I could see this squirrel was in no rush to get off the feeder, and also I had plenty of time to check the footage and make sure it was perfect before taking the shot. I took aim just behind the eye and sent the pellet on its way. The HADES done some serious damage, leaving parts of his brain on the feeder. This one decides to sit facing us head on. It looks like it's put on a lot of weight. I bet it has. It cost us £20 worth of nuts since lockdown. The deputy wastes no time again and sends this tree rat to the ground. As always, sorry to interrupt the video, just a quick update on what's to come. In the next video, I'll be back out on the rats again, but this will be my last visit to this permission, as the lady is moving. But don't panic, I have plenty more rat permissions, and I'm always on the lookout for more. If you're new to the channel and have not yet subscribed, you can do this now as the video is still playing. Just hit this button here, it'll take just a few seconds. I can't believe how fast the channel is growing, and I'm very grateful for all of your support. It really means a lot to me. So far, what's everyone's thoughts? The 2.2 or the 177 HADES? The ATN footage or the pad? Let me know in the comments below. I really look forward to seeing what you all think. And not only that, I do love a good gossip. Let me stop gassing and let's get back to the video. I sat and watched patiently and waited for the squirrel to climb onto the feeder. It's always best to let him grab a nut and start to eat. That way you can guarantee a good headshot. Unless they're feeding, they always seem to be on the move. The most important thing for an hunter is discipline. I don't shoot at everything I see unless I'm 100% confident. Even though I'm known as the sheriff, I never shoot moving targets. As soon as this one grabs the nut, it sits in a perfect position. So I took aim behind his eye and sent a pellet to his brain box. This one caught us by surprise. As we was chatting away, it got onto the feeder unnoticed. It didn't take the deputy long to get his rifle ready. He takes aim behind the eye and sends it crashing to the ground. Now it's the sheriff's turn, and I'm ready and waiting. I noticed this squirrel on the side of the tree, but for some reason he don't want to come down to the feeder. But then this happy little chap walks into view and wants to take part in this Hollywood movie. He hops up onto the tree and makes his way up onto the feeder. He grabs a nut and poses for the camera. So I take aim and get ready for the shot. The pellet lands perfect, and this actor even gives us a dramatic ending. It's a pity this little fella's not going to make it to part 2 though. I didn't even think. How am I meant to pay his wages? The squirrel froze in this position for a few minutes, so David decided to get his rifle ready. The eye covered part of his scope, but nevertheless, the shot lands perfect. The time is getting on now, and the wind is also starting to pick up. We both decide to call it a day after this shot. We've been feeding this area very well, and some of them are taking advantage. Even this squirrel's been piling on the weight. Have any of my viewers been packing it on since lockdown? I know I have. Another shot lands perfect. Let's take a look at the final tally. Sadly, this is the end of the video. David's permission was very productive. I also enjoyed his company. Please let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see more from the deputy. He wants me to join him on some fox shooting trips and some pigeon decoying with shotguns. All this is new to me as I'm airgun mad, but I'll give anything a go that's shooting related. Our total bag for today was 12. 2 were shot off camera. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up and hit that little notification bell, never to miss another episode. Take care. I hope to see you on the next one. All the best. P.P.P.C Pest Control.